Okay, here is video number 1 in the picture loom series, and hopefully this comes out a little bit better for all of you that have watched the other ones, and I haven't had very good luck with it. Okay, hopefully you can see this just a little bit better. What I'm going to show you first of all is you want to take your first set of 2 bands when you're doing this, and you want to fold them in half like that. Then you want to take them and twist them on like this and push them down, and that way when your loom is all done, this end will be tight and it will not be loose and scraggly. It will be tight just like the end that you end on. So we're just going to continue doing this. Hopefully you can see this time beyond my hands. Again, take 2, fold them in half, and put them over the pegs. Now I'm not going to do this all the way to the end because I just want you to get the concept. So I'm going to cover up 7 of these. 1 more will do it, like so. Now this is how you do it the Nifty Knitter way. Now it doesn't matter if this is this long or continues on down the road. You're going to do this same concept no matter what you're doing. And what I'm going to do is pretend this is the end and this goes that way, and go from there. So there's that. So this is your row. They're all doubled up and then crossed and put on. So next I'm going to grab another color. And these are going to be doubled too, but there's no crossing and there's no twisting, and it's just doubled. Plain and simple, doubled. And you're going to put them on there. Just like that, plain and simple. Pull, put on. Pull, put on. And I've made several videos, but each one, my hands get in the way of the video, and I'm hoping this is a better angle and maybe better lighting, I'm not sure, and maybe you can see it better. Okay, so here we are. Here's our cross bands. We're going to go from right to left every time. If we go the other way, they're going to get tangled. So there we have it. It's that simple for that. And so what I'm going to do now is, here's a hook. It's on these Nifty Knitters, it fits right into these grooves, and it makes it easy for me to pull them up. Now you can do it either way. I prefer to do it this way. For me it goes a lot quicker. And on this first set it will be a little bit tighter than normal because you got the extra doubling of the bands to make it tighter. So it'll be, these bands will be flying once they come on. A lot quicker than the next sets will. So things you're going to look for. Okay, when you're done looming a complete set of bands, they should have no problem just sliding right over in the middle. If they don't, it probably means you forgot to put your cross bands up, and that way they'll be stuck on one side, the side that you started on. But see, these will slide right over into the middle. If you forgot to pull your cross bands up, they'd be like stuck right up against here, and you know what, something went wrong. If that happens, you just back up what you just did and it'll be fine. Just as long as you catch it in time. So when you're down a row, push it down, and then every time you finish a row, you want to put these back on. And you want to try to end in 4. 4 is a great number, like 1, 2, 3, 4, you overlap it, 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to try to do that. I'm going to use a 3rd color. And I'm not going to make this very long at all because this is all about concept. Again, every row from here on out, and I think I'll put them on this way so you can see better. Every row from here on out is done the same to the end. So I could do this all night long and it's not going to be any different. And if you have a chart, you're just going to align each piece, and I'll do one with a chart, but I just wanted to get this out so you could see just how simple it really was. And you're going to want to align it with your chart, okay? Like this would be your first one on the right, and then you just go from there, or vice versa, start from the left. Normally I'd start down here, but it doesn't matter. I just want to get closer to the camera. Okay, so there's my bands. They're both up and in the center. It doesn't matter if I do this way and come across here, or do this whole complete side first. The only thing that matters is that you take the lower bands and put them over the top bands. Just like that. All the way up till everyone is done. And then once they're done, again, do this side, then you push them down and you put more clear bands on. And you don't have to use clear bands, but the clear bands I've found are pretty strong bands, and I highly suggest you use them, and they really hide well. They really mesh right in there. So again, 2 bands. And do you have to use 2 bands? No, but if you don't, it's not the same quality, and I don't think you're going to really enjoy your picture as much. So another thing is, I suggest you use 2 bands. I mean, I've made one with one, and it's just too flimsy and flopsy and too many see-through pictures. Now, what did I do wrong? I didn't put on my cross bands. Did you see that? I just got yakking away. So what am I going to do? If I find this, and a lot of times you have graphed different colors, it could be a pattern. So instead of doing the whole thing over and guessing what the colors are again, I just do that. And then I put my cross bands on. And then I just grab this like this and pull that on over and then come right back. And it makes it a lot simpler. And I like to show this because it really is a simple way to do this. And whatever you do, especially if you're graphing, don't take them all off, because then you gotta fix the colors all over again. And if you got a long loom, that's a lot of work. So I just do this, and then I go back down and lift it up some. Try to catch your mistakes as soon as you're doing them. It works out good. Capitalize on your mistakes. Make them work for you. Okay, there you go. Now, if you don't have a hook, it's just as easy to do this. Now, when I do it this way, I like to reach in back here, okay, and get these ones. And it's a lot easier to get them from this angle than it is to go in front for me, and it's the same effect. So try to push in and go this way. Same on the other side, and this is a quick method too. It's just use whatever works well for you. Just again, make sure you get the bottom ones. And I want to show you something. You see how you got the bottom ones, and you can see it's coming across here and covering, both lines are covering these bands. If you grab the wrong ones, it's just going to fly. I mean, it's not going to look the same at all. Watch. Say I grabbed a purple one, say they're both purple and I didn't know it, I grabbed this one. Now you see how this one right here is not crossing, it's just sort of flying away on its own? Well, you kind of know you got the wrong band that way. You always want to kind of look and just make sure they're crossing over if they're similar colors, because it's easy to get confused when they're all just thrown over. Okay, so that's enough of that for now, and I'm just simply going to go into showing you how to end the pattern. And that'll be all for this first video. It's just something really quick. So what I'm going to do here is I like using my hook for this part of it, and I want to try to get this at a good angle. So you're going to want to take these and bring them over to the other side, just like that, and just try to get them far enough down, but keep a little space in between them so you know your top from your bottom. Okay. And you want to make sure you got the pegs, I mean the loops on right. You want to not have them split up the wrong way. Okay, again I'm going to use this. You can use whatever you want. and you just take the bottom row and you put them over the top. Makes it quite simple. Again, I really hope this is a good angle for you. Okay, so there's that. So now what do we do? Now we're not going to take this back peg and do anything. We're going to take the one before it, which is this one, and I kind of pull here, and we're going to put it up and on this one. Okay, and you want to make sure like that one was not over. You want to make sure they're over. Then you pull the bottom one up and do this right over the top, and then now you take this and move it forward one, simply so they're not overstretched. Okay, so then you take the next to the last one and bring it over the last one, take the bottom one, put it over, again move it forward. Then we take the next to the last one again. I can hear my dog out there, she's ready to come in. Okay, move it forward and over. My dog's named Bella. She's a good girl. She's 2 years old, and she's settling down and becoming her own girl now. A little bit of the puppy's gone out of her. She's really enjoyable. Okay, just a couple more, and this quick tutorial will be done. And you don't need to see me do 100 rows, you just need to get the concept. And I'll do a little bit on graphing next. I had done a video, and maybe I can save it, I'm not sure, but okay, so here's this. That's what your thing's going to look like. That's the rows. So that's the whole concept. And you see how this would show up tighter if it was longer, but there you go. It's that simple, and I wish you both luck. Have fun doing this. I know I do.